Hello, and welcome to part 4 of my series previewing the Michigan NEVI Round 1 and Round 2 awarded sites. If you're new to the series, be sure to check out the previous 3 parts. Thanks for tuning in. Here we've got the overall Michigan Department of Transportation site. We've got many sites in progress. For this update, I'll be focusing on Middle Lower Michigan. Of the original 7 Round 1 sites in this section, 3 are open, the other 4 are in design. Those original 7 sites are joined by 11 new Round 2 conditionally awarded sites. Again, for this update, I'm going to start in the north and kind of work my way southward. First, we have the Round 2 award. This BP gas station along I-75 will fill in needed coverage along the stretch north of Saginaw and south Grayling. Ready recently installed some fast charging units at the site, so we shall see how the NEVI money go towards expansion of this location. There's plenty of parking space to install a nice charging location here. Next up, we have another Round 2 site award for an existing site expansion. This is also the first Tesla NEVI award in Michigan I'm reviewing. Based on Monitor Township Planning Commission notes, 8 new stalls will be added to the north of the existing EA and Tesla units. It would be very likely that this could be Michigan's first full V4 site. The 5 or 8 or 10 new stalls, depending on what documentation you look at, will be placed next to the existing charging infrastructure. Moving to the middle of the state, in Alma, we have the Admiral gas station and a Ready Charge maxi charger site, very conveniently located to US 127 and filling in a gap in coverage on this route. The satellite view shows that there's not much in the way of amenities in this location. The charging stalls are along the west side of the parking lot, the standard 4-port Autel DC high power with 2 on-site CCS to J3400 NACS adapters. Then we have the first Francis Energy site award of this update. The Taco Bell will host this site along I-96. Plenty of parking lot space to install a nice charging location, maybe towards the back of the building. Next is Perry, Michigan. No update on this location other than to say the site has moved to in design. And the street view has not changed since the last update. In the intersection of I-69 and I-96, we have a Love's Travel Stop, which is a Round 2 award winner. Just down the street is the Pilot EVgo location. These Loves will be additional ports adding to competition in the area. Since Love's charging hardware solution has not been consistent, I'm guessing ChargePoint hardware at this location, but we might see Electric Era. This site has plenty of parking lot space to extend the canopy to cover the added charges as they've done in some other locations. Next up, we have the East Lansing Meyer that has moved to in design status. I looked for some documents about what they might build here, and I found that this Meyer is planning to undergo a significant refresh in the next year. Hopefully the chargers come along with that store refresh. An interesting award here to Ready Charge. The Walmart in Lansing already has an EA location, and the Pilot EVgo is nearby, with the Loves Award also within a short drive. So lots of competition coming in this particular stretch of the west side of Lansing. Next up, this site was the first site opened in Michigan and has continued to be popular. I often see vehicles charging there, even with the adjacent Tesla site now open to many vehicles and usually with a price that is cheaper. So a nice layout, including just off of this picture, a full pull-through parking spot. Moving a little to the west along I-96, we have a Jewel Award in Weberville. We'll have to wait and see where in the gas station parking lot the charging units might get placed. Moving back to the southwest of Lansing, we have the local convenience store chain Quality Dairy with an award in partnership with Expected Flow charging hardware. We'll have to wait and see where in the gas station parking lot the charging units get placed. Moving down to the I-94 corridor further to the south and working west to east, we'll start with the Pilot and Battle Creek. This site has moved to InDesign. The street view and guesses as to where they're going to cram chargers into this very busy parking lot have not changed since last year. The second Loves Award for this update is a Loves hardware solution of probably ChargePoint here in Marshall, Michigan, just off of I-94. This Loves has plenty of room to extend the canopy to cover some added chargers. Another section of the state, another Universal EV Site award from round 2. This time at the Super 9 Inn. This site adds additional coverage along the heavily trafficked I-94 corridor. We'll have to wait and see what Universal EV can do with this motel site. Next up, we come to the third open site. The ReadyCharge partnered site with GPM Southeast was the third NEVI site to go live in the state. The charging units are on the north side of the parking lot. Interestingly, there's a mismatch between how the spaces were painted for accessibility and how the signs were placed. I also noticed during my visit to this site that there was only a 500 kVA transformer on the site, so it may be underpowered for the actual posted 600 plus kilowatt charging power. No update on this location, but since Francis has started on other locations in the state, this might be in line to be worked on after those sites are finished. Update here is pending. And to finalize this section update, we have a round 2 award to Pilot Travel Center listed as a 6-stall award at the site in Dexter, Michigan. The parking lot here is small for a Pilot, so I'll be interested to see exactly where the stations get placed. Thanks for watching part 4 of my series, previewing the Michigan NEVI charging sites coming soon. There will be 2 more. The number of round 2 Metro Detroit awards means that I'm going to have to separate those out into its own separate video. Look forward to a Southeast Michigan update and then the Metro Detroit preview coming soon.